Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Miriam and I'm so happy to be here. So thank you for clicking this video and please subscribe. And so today's video is going to be about the requirements needed when applying and also after being selected for the green card. Every information I have right here, like I wrote some down on my book. Every information I have here is from my perspective, from what they ask from me. I'm not a professional. Like I don't know so much about this. Because when I was selected, I used to go watch videos from Britt Simon. You can find him on YouTube, and he also had a website. He's like, he posts all the information about the green cards. He's an expert on that. I'm not an expert. Oh yeah, I meant to say I'm an expert. I'm not an expert, so I'll just say things from my perspective. Everything they ask for me, and me as a single person, I don't know much about married people, but I have friends who are married, so they kind of told me what happened, and I just know a little bit of that. But for single people, you're in luck. I'm here with it. So I applied in 2018, as you already know, and the thing they asked for first was like I needed to have a date of birth, date and month and year, and then also email address. Right now you have to have a passport to apply. So that's it. Like after you apply, you have to stay for a few months from October. So I applied in late October, so you had to stay from October to May. That's when the results comes out. Sometimes May. Last year came out on June, so May or June, that's when the results will be out. And if you get selected, you know, some people are lucky to get selected the first time. Other people, like, they try. So never give hope. If you've been applying and you never get it, don't be discouraged. Like, you just keep on having faith and everything will be fine at the end. If you're meant to be here, you'll be here. It doesn't matter how long it takes. So after you're selected, you'll have to have your birth certificate, your school certificate, that is KCSE, because I forgot to say this. In Kenya, they say that for you to apply for green card, you have to have a high school certificate, and the minimum grade is D plane. So if you have a D plane, you're eligible to apply for it. And so after KCSE, you have to have a police certificate. That is good conduct in Kenya. And this one, like the good conduct, you don't apply for it very early. You just like you get an email from the what are they called? From the you get, oh man, I keep on forgetting them. Yeah, you get an email. They'll be asking for your documents, and the good conduct, you have to apply like 1 month before or 2 weeks before, 3 weeks before, for it to be fresh. Like for me, like from what I learned, like every paper that I applied for, it has to be fresh. 1 month, 2 months. It does, like, can someone tell me how long does a police certificate have to be like good, not expired? I don't know, maybe 1 year or 6 months, something like that. And after that, if you're in college, if you applied that you're in college, you need to have your transcripts ready, because sometimes when you go to the interview, they're gonna ask for for your proof, like they ask basic questions. Like you don't have like the right question. They ask every person different questions, and you have to answer. If they tell you like, can you give me your first semester like results, you give them. Like which college or university were you at, and they're gonna ask like for proof. You have to show them. So like be ready with every paper, like your very most important papers in life, carry them. Hata your ID ubebe, like everything. Nakwambia nilibeba mpaka the blood donation card. I used to donate blood, so the blood donation card from Red Cross, I had it. Nilibeba. I had to prove like I'm a good person, like they can trust me to come to this country and stuff. And if you don't have your, like if you're coming and you don't have a host, somehow you'll have to show that you're financially capable of supporting yourself, you or with your family. So you have to have those papers, the bank statements, and show how you'll survive. And also you'll have to show the place you're going to stay for the first month before you get your papers. And for those who have who are going to have a host, you'll have to show the W2 for your house. Hi Jesus, nimesahau hiyo, you know what is it called, the support, like you show like your host can be able to support you. Even if they have a family, they need to show that they can support another person living with them. So you have to have those papers from your host and their address. But they cram those address. Me hata sikuwa najua. So when I was at the airport, wananiuliza like, where are you going? All I knew is that I'm going to Oklahoma City. I didn't know anything. And yeah, you have to know like their professions, what they do for work. It's not a must, but at least ukiona a general idea what they do, it's good. For me, nakumbuka, they asked me like, what does your host do? And so I know my host, she's a nurse. So like they asked me like, what does she do? And then I just say she's a nurse. And then they ask again like, where does she work? So I just said she works in a hospital. And then that lady, she asked me again, where does she work? And I was like, she works in a hospital. So you have to be like confident in answering a question, like the question they ask you, because I was confident. I didn't know the place where she worked. I didn't know like, actually I didn't know anything. I just knew like she was a nurse and that's it. And I just said like, she's a nurse. She works at an hospital. And the lady was like, good. You're confident, even if like I didn't really. But yeah, I already answered what they asked me. So, and also for this COVID period, obviously, like, you have to have your COVID test certificates when you come to the US. You'll have to have your vaccine. Things have changed. It's different, because for me, like the process that we took, the DV 2020, it's a long process, you know. We won in 2019, but by the time it was 2020, everything got cancelled. And then even the scheduled interviews were cancelled. Because mimi nilienda medical twice. I went twice. And like you had to keep on following up. Chill. The firefighters. So, like, and after you do your medical, you have to be in the US within like 6 months, between the 6 months. Now maybe my first medical will expire, the second one like 2020, so I did it in September. By the time ilikuwa inafaa expire 2021 in March. Good thing Niati, because there was a ban a little level and we were able to count them, thanks to God, because man, it was a big process. And by the way, if you win, and when you win, because I have faith most people will get this, prepare your cash, money. You need to be prepared for the all things you have to pay, because everything in Kenya you have to pay. Not in Kenya, here too, like everything you have to pay. Every process you make, you have to pay. You'll pay for the visa, you'll pay for the medical, you'll pay for the mtihani house to send your results to the embassy. You'll pay for like everything. Man, it was a process. And I'm thankful to God that I came. And that's it, guys. I don't know what other thing I was supposed to say, because that was the only thing I had for a single person. And for married people, obviously you have to have your marriage certificates, and when you go to the interview you have to have your pictures to prove that you're married, and what, and all the documents for a single person. So you're like your husband and you're a wife, your document as a single person, and also the document as both of you. And if you have kids, their birth certificates, those stuff, which kids have their birth certificate with their kids, and that's it, their passport. And if you have like if you're a single parent, for that I don't know that much, but I know like you have to have like an agreement with the, let's say the dad is not in the picture, but you have to have an agreement that you agree that the child will come with you to the US. You have to show that. I don't know if you have to show like a DNA or something that the child is yours. And or when you're going to the interview, you have to go with the child's dad or the child's mom, so that he or she can say that he allowed the child to come with you. It's a process. That's what I'm saying. For single people, it's easy because it's you yourself. Like you just go, you do your thing, and you get it. Like from what I saw, like single people, it's a done deal. You're gone. Like everything is, as long as you have the right documents and you didn't lie on your DS-260, because you have to answer that form. And that's it, guys. So if you have questions for me, please write them in the comment below, and I'll be back at you with the answers. So I'll make a video of all the questions you ask me, even if I'll be like I would have done the video about them, I'll still answer them. So thank you for watching, and goodbye. See you in the next video. Bye.